place anywhere where you reside. Even if you're traveling, by the way, and you're going to a hotel room or you're staying in an Airbnb, bring this with you because carbon monoxide is called the silent killer. It is an odorless gas. It is a clear gas that you cannot see, and today we have it for you at $9 on a credit card. Now, before we even get into the ins and outs of this, we have a video from Pat James Dementri who had a personal situation with carbon monoxide. Let's take a look at this, and when we come back, we'll talk about why you need this in every floor of your home.
Hi, I'm Pat James Dementri, and I wanted to take just a moment to share something very personal and sort of a mission, and that is to make sure you and your family and the people you love have a carbon monoxide detector. You know, I had a carbon monoxide detector for years, plugged it in, never thought about it. I only had one. One night when I was laying in bed, it went off, but just for a couple of minutes. I didn't really think anything about it. Went through my day, got off the air. On the way home, something said to me, you know what, maybe you should go buy a new one, because I thought that one was broken. So I'll be honest, I stopped, I bought one for each floor. When I got them home and I plugged them in, they were blaring. Because realize carbon monoxide is odorless, it didn't smell like anything, and I thought it couldn't be happening to me. Well, thank goodness I did that, because those carbon monoxide detectors saved my life and my family's life. When I called 911, they came and they made sure that everything was fine.
You know, I love when Pat says, I thought it couldn't be happening to me. That's what all of us think right now, I'm sure. But if you listen to the news on the radio, if you watch it on the television, if you read it in the newspapers, there are cases over and over again about carbon monoxide poisoning. I have a personal story as well where a singer who I used to sing with regularly, her mother, and her daughter all perished one evening because of carbon monoxide poisoning in their home. It made national papers and the news all around the country. Today, I'm telling you personally, pick this up. Get it home for yourself. Have one on every floor of your house because every house needs it. In fact, there are many states you can't even sell your house if you don't have a carbon monoxide detector in it. But Amy D'Angelo is here with me today. She's our expert that brings us this product for now well over a decade. And Amy, it is always a pleasure to present this item with you because truly there are items that we present on our show here that change lives. This one saves them.
It does. And hi, thank you for having me this morning. But Alberti, I love just that. Pat said exactly, it couldn't happen to me. And it does happen because it is colorless, it is odorless, it is tasteless, and nothing in your house will feel different. And the gas can get into your ventilation system. It can travel through sheetrock, things that you would not expect because of that. Now, it comes from common sources in our home, and it comes from the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, which power those common sources. They're your water heaters, your generators, things like that. But all it takes is one of those items to malfunction one time, and here's our list: your portable heaters, your chimneys, an automobile, a clothing dryer, a range, a vent, a fireplace, our generators. Please, if you have a generator, make sure it's further away from your home, your furnace, and your water heater. So all that has to happen is one of those items just need to malfunction one time for you to have a carbon monoxide related incident. And this is the time of year where we're talking about resetting, whether it's our health, whether it's our fitness routines, no matter what it is. Let's reset our home and make sure that our home is prepared for the new year. And this is that perfect thing. Now, installation couldn't be any easier because all you're going to do is pull that little red tab on the side. It has a 10-year permanent power sealed battery, and we've actually made it so simple. There's a sticker on the side. You're going to write the date 10 years from now, and I'm actually going to sound this one. I've had it modified so that you can hear it. It's 4 loud beeps, and you can see there that digital readout. Oh, the wrong way. There we go. That digital readout, that is the gas in the measurement of parts per million. If you hear this, please, I'm begging of you, grab your loved ones, grab your fur babies, and leave the house. Don't go looking for that number. Emergency services knows exactly how to handle this, and they will find out what malfunctioned, and they'll take care of it for you.
Now, we want one of these on every single floor in the house. So think about it, right? First floor, second floor, basement. If you've got a third floor and attic, definitely there as well. But Amy, you also say, like, if you're hard of hearing, or if you maybe, you don't feel like if you have a house that's one floor, but it's very, very long, you want one on either side of the house and in the bedrooms as well.
Correct. So make sure that you're covered because again, it's a tool and you need to be able to hear this. And that's why we say that. I know my kids sleep with headsets on, so they wouldn't hear it. My dad is hard of hearing. He wouldn't hear it. So you want to make sure that they're placed throughout your home. But again, you can just freestand. I've got one freestanding here. We do give you mounting hardware. You can see there's a little spot right in the back where you can hang this if you like. It is very small. And I always do this just because I want you to understand. This is my cell phone. This is my carbon monoxide detector. The footprint is very small and it just kind of blends into the background. You won't know it's there. But unless you have a unit like this in your home, you won't know that you have a carbon monoxide related incident. I always tell the story. I had my boiler cleaned and I have one of these in that area. And sure enough, the gentleman turned on the boiler after he had cleaned it and it went off. And he turned my boiler right off and was able to fix the problem.
Wow.
But if he had left that day and I didn't have one of these, it could have been a very different story. And like you said,
that's exactly what happened to my friend. Somebody came, serviced her boiler. That was the night that her mother, and her daughter all died on the same night because of carbon monoxide poisoning. Here's what I want you to know. This detects the carbon monoxide, which is odorless, which is colorless. It also, by the way, detects natural gas. So if you have a natural gas leak, it also will sound...
This one does not do
this one does not.
gas.
Okay, got it.
That's our other unit, yep.
Okay, but here's what's really nice about this. At $9 on a credit card, you could set this up anywhere in your house. You can mount it on the wall. You can leave it anywhere on a piece of furniture. You could leave it in your kitchen. Anywhere where you have those different types of devices that, you know, we were talking about earlier. Maybe it's the fireplace, maybe it's a portable heater, maybe it's the stove, the radiator, the boiler, the car, anywhere near your garage. Amy, you said something the other day that shocked me. Carbon monoxide can get through your drywall.
Yes, it can. And that's what's scary about it, Alberti, is it is a gas. So you won't see it. Your home won't look any different than it does right now. And that's why you need a unit like this. Just place them all over your home. And again, most of the units out on the market have a 5 to 7 year life. If you don't know, I would pick up another one right now. This has that 10-year battery life. But if your state was one that put in that law, you know, fairly recently, you may not have to have one of these in there unless you go to sell your home. You won't know because you'll think, oh, my state has that law and my home has it. Well, that's not necessarily true. So you want to make sure, and again, we can all look at this list: a portable heater, a chimney, an automobile, a clothing dryer, a range, a vent, a fireplace, your generator, your furnace, and your water heater. Whether you live in a townhouse, a condo, a cottage, a big McMansion, it doesn't matter, even a mobile home. You can look at that list and definitely check off a few of those that are in your space. So you want to make sure you have it. My girlfriend was cooking, her stove malfunctioned, and her daughter didn't feel well, her husband didn't feel well, she didn't feel well. Luckily, she said something's not right here, called emergency services, and they told her she was lucky to get out when she did.
Listen, a lot of people also, they're traveling this time of year, or they're going to, you know, like kind of their winter home. Bring this with you if you're going to an Airbnb or a hotel, because you never know what is around you, but you can save the people that are with you. Amy, always a pleasure to have you in our show. I want to let you know, everybody's picking this up in multiples. You want one for every floor of your house, and think about the bedroom as well. And if you've got a longer kind of ranch style home, one on each side of the home. $9 gets it home on Easy Pay. V45092 is your item number for that. All right, listen, it's time for a look at our best find and value of the day. Our today's special value. Let's walk into 2025 thriving.
Okay, thrive in 2025. And what's going to be the best way for you to do it? It's going to be to get